Alright, picture this. There's this guy with bold head and white beard, Biggie. Not big, but in the way you might think, just that was his name. He's sitting in his favorite worn-out armchair, the kind that's perfectly molded to your body after years of use. It's late, maybe 11 p.m. on a Tuesday, and the only light in his apartment is the flickering glow of some old black and white movie on the TV. Outside, the city is a low, constant hum, the usual soundtrack to his quiet life. He's alone, not lonely, just alone. It's a familiar state for him. Then he hears it pop, 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 pop. 4th of July came early this year. He mutters to himself, not even looking up. Probably just some kids messing around with leftover fireworks. But then, a sound he can't place follows. A deep, vibrating hum that seems to shake the very glass in his window frames. It's a bass note so low you feel it in your teeth. The hum grows louder, joined by a high-pitched whistling sound and a distant scream. Okay, now he's curious. He levers himself out of the chair, his knees cracking a protest, and shuffles over to the window. He pulls back the dusty blinds and his brain just short-circuits. It's not fireworks, not even close. Hanging in the night sky where the moon should be are these things. Huge dark shapes like obsidian daggers floating silently against the clouds. They have these weird pulsing lights, shifting from a sickly green to an angry red. And below them, streaks of light like tracer fire are zipping between the ships and the ground. It's not fireworks, it's gunfire. Full-on sci-fi movie, laser blasting gunfire. He squints, trying to make sense of the chaos unfolding on his street. And that's when he sees them, people. They're pouring out of the buildings, out of the bars and late-night diners. But they're not looking up in wonder, they're running. They are running for their lives, pure animal terror on their faces. A car swerves to avoid a panicked crowd and smashes into a fire hydrant, sending a geyser of water into the air. He sees a flash of green light hit the car and it just melts, like a plastic toy under a blowtorch. This is real, this is happening. For a second, Biggie just stands there frozen. His tiny apartment, his safe little box in the sky, suddenly feels like the most exposed place on Earth. Flight or fight, right? Well, fighting a fleet of alien warships seems a little above his pay grade, so flight it is, but how? The elevators would be a death trap, the stairs. Well, his knees had already registered their complaint about just standing up. Then his eyes land on it, parked right by the door, gleaming under the flashing chaos from outside. His trusty steed, his chariot. It wasn't a souped-up sports car or a rugged motorcycle. It was his electric blue mobility scooter. The one he got last year after that fall. It had a basket on the front, a little horn that went meep meep, and a top speed of about 5 miles an hour. It was ridiculous, it was insane. It was his only shot. Without a second thought, he grabs his keys, throws on his jacket, and jumps onto the scooter. He doesn't even bother locking the door. With a determined look on his face, he twists the throttle. The little electric motor whirs to life. He takes one last look at his quiet little apartment, now bathed in the terrifying light of an alien invasion, and pilots his bright blue scooter out into the hallway, heading for the emergency exit. Out on the street, people are running, screaming, dodging explosions. And right there, weaving through the absolute end of the world, is Biggie, a man on a mission, riding his electric blue mobility scooter into the heart of the chaos, the meep-meep of his tiny horn lost in the roar of humanity's last stand.